Hello and welcome to the Stephen Gallacher Foundation Finals Day 2014 on a warm and sunny September afternoon here at Kingsfield, a magnificent venue for this end of season finale, and the foundation along with this event continuing to grow each year thanks to the help of some significant supporters and sponsors.
We're quite fortunate we've got a title sponsor which yearly they donate quite a lot of money to us, and we've also got gold partners who, without their help, basically they invest in us, and I invest it. Everything gets put back into the kids and the coaching and everyone involved. And we've also got individual people who are also patrons of the foundation, and again, without their support it would be impossible. So I'm indebted to everyone who helps me, and when they come down and they see 140 kids and this is what their investment is doing, it makes it worthwhile.
As well as the stroke play and flag events for the boys and girls, there was a mini match play tournament down at the barn with everybody taking part. Plenty of giveaways, prizes, hats and t-shirts on the day, as the golfers looking splendid in their outfits, all happy to be here, enjoying the weather, enjoying the golf. And in amongst them, a familiar face to anybody who gets up in the morning to watch the BBC News in Scotland.
Katrina from BBC Scotland. Yeah, it was, they're doing a Be Inspired. It's a pilot scheme where they're trying to get people to inspire people to play the certain sports. I think Andy Murray's done it, and I'm going to be showcasing it for the golf. I think potentially she might need to put in a few hours work. I think her putting will be good. She seems to be confident with the putting, but I think it'll be a slow process. It's easier for the young kids, they can pick it up a bit quicker, but no, the potential's there. Her grip was good anyway. Didn't get a chance to see her hit a driver or that, but you need to want to do it. If you don't want to play it, it's tough.
But the boys and girls here for the competition certainly did want to play. The PGA was on hand to run the tournament, giving out the flags and the scorecards. And Craig Tumbley from Golf Fit, making sure everybody nice and warm on the first tee. Even though the weather was nice, a little bit of warm-up required. Jessica Thane there, nice swing on the first. She was ready to take on the challenge of the day. But we can move up now to the first green, where Paul McKechnie and George Murray were along, helping the golfers. Both of these guys currently on the Challenge Tour. They've played in main tour events, quality golfers, and handing out the putting tips. Paul kneeling down there with Caris Irvin, George Murray with Samantha McGregor. And once the line and the pace had been decided, let's see what the girls could do. First up, this is Caris with a very lengthy putt, and I tell you what, well, Paul McKechnie obviously knows what he's talking about, but it takes a good golfer to be able to execute a plan. Quite right, high five, and a nice solid start there from Caris. And the third player in this group, Megan Linton, she's had a great year. Just a little bit closer, but coming up that awkward little shelf in the middle of the green. But another quality putt, and the golfers were definitely in the mood today. Just marking our ball out the way. The first here at Kingsfield, it's not too long for a par 4, but it can be awkward. And Samantha McGregor, well, she visited a few different parts of the hole on the way up, but held her nerve nicely to finish off. The left-hander. And ball in the pocket, move on. And these three fighting out the order of merit. And all looking for the victory today. And plenty of advice from the professionals. Now down onto the 9th tee, par 3, Lauren Reid. And Lauren, well, she's playing a low chaser, and that is chasing. Lauren perhaps been working on her power over the year. Yes, running through, well, sometimes you can just hit the ball too well. That ball just ran and ran. Into the bunker, we find Morgan Graham. And that is a wonderful shot. It's a popular bunker, that. Many of the golfers end up there, especially the way the ball breaks and runs if you come up short with your tee shot. Now, Katie Liddell, moving up an age group this year. What can she do? Well, that's a wonderful tee shot. Right into the middle of the green. Well, that's the kind of form that got Katie 5th place in this year's Order of Merit. Well played. She was out alongside Emily Rigg. Now, could she finish in style here on the last? Certainly could. Right in the hole with that yellow ball. And, well, are we going to get a smile? 4th in the order of merit for the under 16 girls. Well played, Emily. Now back with the other threesome we were looking at early on. A nice long putt there from Samantha McGregor. She just marks the ball. Samantha finishing 2nd in this year's order of merit. Enjoying the sunshine. Caris Irvin, well, we saw her with her impressive long putt on the first. Not quite holing out for her par on the last. Caris finishing 3rd in the order of merit. Both these girls coming up behind this lady here, Megan Linton. She too just missing out her par on the last, but it was good enough to win today's tournament and the order of merit for the year. Well played, Megan. Now out with the boys, the under 14s, and that's Amar Salim here on the 8th. What a wonderful little chip from the edge of the green. Amar going along very nicely for the season and for today. We can move down to the 9th. Playing alongside Amar was Harry Austin. Not too happy with that putt from the edge of the green, but I don't know why. He's happy enough now. That's a nice up and down from the bunker, I can tell you, to finish with a par. And, well, let's hope we see more of Harry. Certainly Katrina from BBC and Foundation Manager Scott Knowles very interested. Now the bright orange outfit of Lewis Irvin, and what a way to finish. He too rattles in a putt for a par. And that's beautifully played. Well, he's got the golf to match the outfit just as well. Well, here's Amar again. We saw him with a lovely chip. Back at the 8th, and, well, 3 long putts out of 3. This lot are on fire. Handshakes all round, well deserved. And, well, Amar, he finished 3rd in the order of merit for the under 14 boys this year. Well played. Now staying at the 9th, out behind, Connor Wilson. And Connor had a few troubles in this hole. That was his 2nd shot out of the bunker. But good etiquette shown there. Nice bit of raking. And Connor, well, he had a good season and finished 2nd in the order of merit. Here we have Cameron Johnson with a lengthy putt down the slope. It's looking good. And that would have been a spectacular finish. Asking a little bit too much perhaps. But a good season also from Cameron as he finished 4th in this year's order of merit. Well played. Now, out behind, up here on the 8th, Jamie Fulton just from the edge of the green. Not a bad looking chip. And, well, he played very well today. Obviously enjoying the sunny conditions. Now, could he see this in for his par after missing the green? Certainly could. That was never anywhere else. He had a great day on the course, Jamie Fulton, and he tied for 1st place after 9 holes, which meant he went into a playoff alongside Liam Currid. Now, this is Liam on the 1st extra hole and rolling up a beautiful putt. He had 2 putts to take the title for the day. He managed to do it. A good victory for Liam. And he also finished the year top of the order of merit for under 14 boys. Well played. And hard lines to Jamie Fulton on the day. Now, under 10 boys, Brodie Cunningham. Fantastic standard for the under 10 boys. And Brodie showing what kind of standard there is. Beautiful tee shot in the par 3 9th down into the heart of the green. But again, there was a play-off for the day's competition, and this time it was between 3 players. Now, first up at the 1st extra hole, Owen Abu Baker. Here with his approach and rolling it up. Look at that. Magnificent stuff. Just onto the edge of the green. And looking good. Next up we have Aidan O'Hagan, who also made it into the playoff. And just landing short of the green, but rolling up. And off the back edge. Things very, very tight. And the 3rd player making up this trio in the playoff was Archie Wilson. And Archie with a very nice chip from the edge of the green. Now then, the crowds were down enjoying this, the golfers of the other ages and the other groups. Now here we have Aidan. Well, that was perhaps a chance to win. And, well, Scott knows, wondering just how long this is going to take. There's all sorts of competitions on the go today. Owen Abu Baker, this was to win on the day, but he came up just short. So both Owen and Aidan safely in, and with a little bit more work to do was Archie Wilson. This had to go in if he wanted to stay in the playoff to the next hole. And look at that for Bottle. Fantastic putt there from Archie. And showing good nerve when he had to. And, well, Aidan knew that there was going to be more holes played. Owen Abu Baker tapped his in, and all three players moved on to the 9th. Here was Archie's tee shot. Straight down the middle and straight onto the green. Very impressive stuff. Remember, these boys, under 10s. A magnificent standard. Now, Aidan. This was his tee shot, landing on the green and pin high. Well, brilliant stuff. Unfortunately for Owen Abu Baker, he pulled his tee shot a touch into the bunker and he was up against it. But look at that, what a wonderful shot. Just rolling past the hole. Well, that was a great bunker shot, but it did roll on a touch. Both Archie and Aidan got their par 3s, which left Owen a little to do to make sure that he stayed a part of this playoff. And again, another fantastic putt to keep things going. Holding his nerve, and all three players back onto the first for their third sudden death playoff hole. And, well, it was getting ridiculous now. Nothing could separate these three. Owen with his approach. And coming through the semi-rough, rolling down onto the green. And more fantastic golf from these under 10 golfers. Well, with the crowds and the mums and dads and other golfers moving up, it was Archie who was the first to encounter a little bit of problem. Just missing the green and forcing his little chip on back through and down the slope. And unfortunately, that was an end to Archie's attempts to win on the day. That just left Aidan and Owen. Now, Aidan had this to win at the third extra hole, and you couldn't get any closer without it actually dropping. Defying the laws of physics there, that putt. And, well, it was good enough. But once again, it meant that he left Owen with a very, very tricky putt to keep things going. But Aidan saw it in. Nice play from Aidan O'Hagan. But could Owen take the playoff for him and Aidan down onto the fourth extra hole? Archie now out it. Yes, he could. Another wonderful putt. And, well, it just went on. But things were decided on the next when Aidan finally got the victory. And with that, it's time to catch up down at the barn with the prize giving. And let's see just who won what this year in the order of merit for each of the groups and each of the categories. So that's it from another fantastic finals day here in the sunshine in Kingsfield. Keep practicing, keep golfing, and we'll see you here again next year.